Welcome back to Lakers News Fan Report, where every rumor, every whisper, and every blockbuster possibility gets dissected for you. Smash that like button, subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report, and turn on notifications so you never miss a single twist in this championship chase. Today, we're diving headfirst into a tantalizing development. Could the Los Angeles Lakers finally secure one of the most coveted rim protectors in the league? That's right. Word around the NBA is that the Lakers are back in on Mark Williams, the young defensive anchor out of Charlotte. But here's the catch. This isn't just any trade pitch. It's a face-off with the Golden State Warriors for Williams' services, and the stakes have never been higher. If you remember earlier this season, Los Angeles actually had a deal in place to bring Williams in after parting ways with Anthony Davis and swapping for Luka Doncic, hoping to fill the defensive void at center. Reports reveal that they pulled the plug only after concerns surfaced from Williams' physical exam, forcing Jackson Hayes into the starting lineup for the remainder of the year. But even that setback didn't dampen the Lakers' appetite for a legitimate rim protector. Now, sources suggest the front office is revisiting that pursuit, this time armed with a more aggressive package and a renewed belief that Williams can stay healthy. Could this be the moment the Lakers finally solve their interior defense woes? Imagine a starting five of D'Angelo Russell running point, LeBron James orchestrating from the wing, Anthony Davis patrolling the paint, Rui Hachimura stretching the floor, and Mark Williams anchoring the defense. It's a dream lineup that could transform Laker basketball from vulnerable on the glass to near impenetrable at the rim. From Charlotte's perspective, they know Williams is the cornerstone of their future. Averaging 15.2 points, 10.2 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per game this season. Yet the Hornets are also eyeing draft capital and depth pieces in return. That's where the Lakers must outbid a very determined Warriors squad. Golden State, fresh off bolstering their backcourt and still humming with championship DNA, is reportedly dangling protected first-rounders and veteran role players in an effort to keep Williams in the Bay Area. Is it possible that Steph Curry's pitch meeting could sway a young center more than LeBron's closing argument? Only time will tell. League insiders believe Los Angeles is preparing a counteroffensive that could include a combination of mid-first-round picks, a promising two-way talent, and one of their veteran wings, an offer designed to tip the scales in their favor. Some insiders believe the Lakers' ability to promise Williams a starring role alongside two generational talents is their secret weapon. After all, who wouldn't want to develop next to LeBron and AD with enough spacing around to showcase elite shot blocking and pick-and-roll roll lobs? But let's not overlook the risks. Could this trade ultimately backfire if Williams' health issues resurface? What if the Hornets demand an even steeper price after watching the Lakers circle around so aggressively? Fans are wondering if this could be the beginning of a Lakers resurgence or a costly gamble that depletes their draft reserves. Behind the scenes, I've heard chatter that the Warriors' front office views this as a must-win scenario. Golden State wants to keep its defensive identity intact, and adding Williams to their rotation would do just that, plugging the very same gap the Lakers are desperate to fill. It's a high-stakes tug-of-war that could reshape the entire Western Conference roadmap. For Lakers supporters, the vision of Williams swatting shots in Crypto.com arena, altering drives, and corralling rebounds is almost too good to be true. Imagine late-game situations where opponents dare to attack the paint, only to find Williams emerging like a sentry to reject the shot. Picture fast-break lobs from LeBron, the crowd roaring as Williams dunks it home, flipping the momentum in an instant. That's the kind of defensive prowess this franchise has craved all season long. Of course, the analytical side of me asks, is the price worth the prize? Those first-round picks represent potential future stars, assets that have been the lifeblood of championship rosters gone by. But Lakers fans have been longing for a true defensive anchor since AD's departure, and Jackson Hayes simply hasn't fit the bill night in and night out. Could the Lakers be drawing up a blueprint for sustained success by consolidating talent now, or are they mortgaging their future for a short-term fix? The debate is raging on message boards, social media feeds, and Draftnik podcasts alike. Every mock trade scenario invites hot takes. Trade 2 picks and a young contract? Absolutely. Or keep your assets and let the youngsters develop. As we inch toward the trade deadline, keep your ears to the ground. Will the Lakers pull the trigger and announce a monster deal that brings Williams to Los Angeles? Or will the Warriors outbid them at the buzzer, leaving Laker fans lamenting what might have been? One thing's certain, this story is far from over. But what do you think about all of this? Personally, as a Lakers supporter, I believe adding Mark Williams would be the missing piece to our championship puzzle, giving us the defensive backbone we need to complement our star power. I can't wait to read your thoughts in the comments below. Imagine the ripple effect when you look down and see Mark Williams patrolling the paint in a Lakers jersey. No more scrambling to rotate, no more leaky interior defense, just that emphatic swat, that thunderous rebound, that imposing presence that tells every opponent, this rim is off limits. With Williams' combination of 7.0 length, elite timing, and a developing offensive touch around the basket, Los Angeles could suddenly boast one of the league's most fearsome two-way centers. The pick and roll, once a routine penetration, play would be met by Williams emerging like a sentry to reject the shot or alter it midair. And on the glass? His 10.2 rebounds per game this season translate to extra possessions, extra transition opportunities, and, ultimately, extra wins, when it matters most. Let's break down what that means for the rotation. Picture the second unit featuring Williams alongside Austin Reeves, Taurean Prince, and Rui Hachimura. That group instantly becomes a versatile defensive unit capable of switching onto smaller lineups without sacrificing rim protection. Imagine a scenario in the fourth quarter of a tight game. D'Angelo Russell checks out, Williams subs in, and the momentum shift is immediate. Opponents attack the lane, only to find Williams standing like a wall. The crowd roars, the bench erupts. Suddenly, the Lakers have not just offensive firepower, but a defensive anchor to close out games. Now, consider the alternative. Should Charlotte stand firm and decide Williams is their franchise cornerstone, the Lakers' front office faces a thorny dilemma. Relying on Jackson Hayes and Cam Reddish to fill that center role is a stopgap at best. Hayes brings athleticism and highlight reel blocks, but his foul trouble and inconsistent positioning leave too many breakdowns late in games. Reddish boasts length and shooting potential, yet he's still finding his defensive identity. Without a true rim protector, the Lakers risk surrendering countless paint points to playoff teams that feast on mismatches. And when LeBron James and Anthony Davis are exerting max effort with 48 minutes of star power, they shouldn't have to worry about someone crashing the glass unchallenged or slipping past for uncontested layups. Flip the lens again. If the Warriors swoop in and secure Williams, they'd instantly shore up their interior defense, pairing him with Draymond Green's playmaking and Andrew Wiggins' wing versatility. Golden State's small ball lineups have thrived for years, but a true 7-footer who can protect the rim and switch onto guards would give them a schematic edge no other team can match. For the Lakers, missing out on Williams would sting, not only for the on-court loss, but as a sign that their front office misjudged the deadline's urgency. It would raise questions. Did Los Angeles underbid? Did they overvalue their draft picks? And could that decision haunt them in a conference as stacked as the West? But beyond X's and O's, this trade speaks volumes about the Lakers' identity heading into the final chapter of the LeBron era. Management is sending a message. They're willing to mortgage future assets for a foundational piece today. It's a full-court press on winning now, a proclamation that every tool necessary will be deployed to maximize this championship window. For a franchise built on star power, this aggressiveness resonates with the fan base. But it also raises the stakes for coach J.J. Redick. He must integrate Williams without stunting the growth of other young talents, balance rotations to keep everyone engaged, and manage egos when minutes are at a premium. It's a high-wire act where one miscalculation could disrupt chemistry. Speaking of chemistry, locker room dynamics will be crucial. Williams is known as a quiet, led-by-example competitor. His work ethic and composure could serve as a calming influence in a veteran-heavy locker room. Picture film sessions where Williams and Anthony Davis exchange footwork tips, or post-game huddles where Williams' silent confidence uplifts the squad. That kind of leadership, unspoken yet powerful, often forms the backbone of championship teams. Conversely, adding a high-investment player can sometimes create tension, particularly if early struggles occur. Will Williams' temperament mesh with the Lakers' stars? Only time will tell, but the potential for a seamless fit is high, given his humility and team-first mentality. Let's not forget the impact on other teams either. The Hornets' front office is notorious for extracting maximum value from their assets. If Charlotte digs in, the Lakers might have to sweeten the deal, perhaps by swapping picks or including another promising youngster. That scenario could trigger a bidding war, with the Warriors countering accordingly. Suddenly, what began as a two-team negotiation morphs into a three-way chess match with high stakes for draft capital and future flexibility. Every trade proposal becomes a headline. Did the Lakers overpay? Can Williams stay healthy? Will those traded picks become stars elsewhere? These are the narratives that drive media cycles and fan debates alike. As the league inched toward the deadline, insider whispers point to escalating front office phone calls. Sources suggest both LA and Golden State are conducting midnight strategy sessions, crunching numbers and hypothetical lineups. Charlotte, in turn, is gauging which package best secures their rebuild while addressing immediate needs. Meanwhile, social media explodes with mock trades, animated lineup graphics, highlight reel compilations, and what-if discussions that captivate every basketball fanatic. The fact that a center of Williams' caliber, one with defensive Player of the Year potential, is available at all is itself a testament to today's player movement era. And for Lakers fans, the dream of welcoming him to Crypto.com Arena is becoming alarmingly real. But what does all of this mean for the postseason? If Los Angeles succeeds in landing Williams, their playoff path changes dramatically. In a first-round matchup against a dangerous opponent like Dallas or Minnesota, having a true rim protector could make the difference between a hard-fought series win and an early exit. In the conference semifinals or finals, where every possession is magnified, Williams' presence could turn potential losses into narrow victories. Conversely, without him, the Lakers might find themselves outmatched in interior battles, forced to rely on perimeter shooting and high-risk isolation plays, far from a sustainable championship blueprint. As the clock ticks down, the tension will reach fever pitch. Will we wake up to hear the Lakers have agreed to terms with the Hornets for Mark Williams and watch Lakers fans flood the streets in celebration? Or will the headline read, Warriors land Williams in surprise? Deadline swap, leaving LA supporters to lament what slipped through their fingers? Either way, this trade saga encapsulates the drama, uncertainty, and unbridled hope that makes NBA trade season must-watch TV. Before we slide into final thoughts, here's my take. Adding Mark Williams is the kind of bold move this team requires to seize control of the conference. He addresses our most glaring weakness, complements our stars in a way that feels almost cinematic, and injects defensive firepower that can shift series outcomes. It's a high-risk, high-reward play, but sometimes those are the only moves, worthy of a championship squad. So, what do you think? Is investing multiple first-rounders and young talent worth securing a future all-defensive center? Or would you rather preserve those assets and trust the current roster's chemistry to carry the Lakers deep into June? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'm dying to hear which side you're on in this Lakers-Warriors battle for Mark Williams. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more insider analysis all the way through the trade deadline and into The playoffs, smash that like button, subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. The next couple of days will define this season, and we'll be right here to bring you every twist, every leak, and every monumental moment on the road to championship glory.